Body to the special meeting of Sedgemoor District Council's executive on Wednesday, the 14th of April. Members, I'm sure you will join with me in sending our condolences to Her Majesty the Queen and members of the royal family on the passing of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, and join me in observing 1 minute's silence as a mark of respect. Thank you. Thank you, members. As you know, it's a period of mourning, and I'm sure we'll continue to show respect throughout the meeting. Over to Democratic Services, Andrew.
Thank you very much, Leader and members. Welcome to the executive on the 14th of April. Just to let everybody know that the meeting is being recorded and a copy of the recording will be made available on the council's website in the next couple of days. Just if there are any issues with connectivity, we will take a short adjournment of the meeting, but hopefully everything will be okay today and we will be able to proceed without interruption. The format of the meeting will be as per the agenda pack that was circulated to members at the beginning of last week. And I'll hand back to the leader now to conduct the normal roll call. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew. Right, members, I'll go round the executive members, and if you could indicate that you can see and hear clearly, I'd be more than grateful. And I'll start with Deputy Leader, Councillor Jill Slocum.
Good morning, Leader. Good morning, members. Yes, I can see and hear everything. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Councillor Mike Caswell.
Good morning, Leader. Good morning, everybody. I can clearly hear and see. Mike Caswell, I can clearly hear and see everything.
Thank you. Councillor Lance Doddridge.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Councillor Lance Doddridge, and I can see and hear everything clearly. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Andrew Gilling. Andrew, are you there?
Yes, I'm here now. Thank you. Internet just dropped out.
Okay. Can you indicate that you can now see and hear clearly? Thank you.
I can now see and hear clearly, hopefully as long as the internet permits it.
Thank you. Councillor Mark Healy.
Yeah, good morning, Leader. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Healy. I can clearly hear and see everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Janet Keane. You're on mute, Janet.
Sorry about that. I confirm that I can see and hear everything that is being said and everyone present. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I can also confirm that I can see and hear as Leader of Council. Members, I'm now going to go through the roll call of officers who is with us today, and I'll start with the Chief Executive. And if you could introduce any other guests we have with us today, that will be helpful, I'm sure, for the Executive. Chief Executive.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Bob Brown, Chief Executive. I can see and hear everything, and we've invited Luke Muir, who's one of the attendees, who is a from PA, which report is before you later, to answer any questions if you need any.
Thank you and welcome, Luke. Mr. Bamsey.
Doug Bamsey, Deputy Chief Executive. I can confirm I hear and see everything. Thank you.
Alison Turner, Mrs. Turner.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Alison Turner, Assistant Director, Finance and Property and Section 151 Officer. I can confirm I can see and hear everything. Thank you.
Thank you. We're joined by Steve Hellard today.
Good morning, Leader. Good morning, members. Steve Hellard, Deputy Monitoring Officer. I confirm that I can see and hear everyone. Thank you.
We've got Andrew Melhewish.
Yes, thank you very much, Leader. Andrew Melhewish, Democratic Services Manager. I can see and hear everything clearly, and with me today I have Steve Taylor and Leyland Nicholson as backup. Thank you.
Thank you. And somebody's sharing their calendar. It's very interesting.
Councillor Healy, by the looks of things. Councillor Healy, could you just click on the arrow? Lovely.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Sure. No, it's easily done. Thank you.
Not that interesting, though, I'm afraid.
Right. Do we have anyone else here today? We have the opposition leaders, Councillor Smedley and Councillor Revens. We're also joined by the Chairman of Council as well. I think that's about it for the introductions.
Hello,
anything else? Sorry?
Hi, this is Claire Tew. I'm also from PA Consulting. I'm joining Luke Muir as well.
Oh, thank you very much. Sorry, apologies for missing you out, Claire. Thank you.
That's all right. Hi, everyone.
Right. Right, members, I'll now start the meeting proper. Any apologies?
No, Leader, no apologies today. All present and correct. Thank you.
Thank you. Any declarations of interest? Right. Can I just seek clarification? Because we have two members who are also county council members, do they need to declare a personal interest, or is it taken as read that they are representing Sedgemoor at this meeting? Just for clarification, please.
Yeah, thanks, Leader. I think they can. I think it would be wise to declare a personal interest purely on the basis of being a county councillor, and obviously the county council being interested in our consultation response. But it has no bearing on their ability to participate in the discussion and vote. So personal interest as members of the county council.
Thank you, Councillor Healy.
Yeah, sorry if I made you declare a personal interest, and Leader, through you, I'd like to do that.
As a county councillor, thank you. Councillor Mike Caswell.
Yes, Leader, as per your instructions, yeah, I'll declare a personal interest in this matter as a member of Somerset County Council.
Thank you. Urgent business, I have none. Public speaking, we have no members of the public here today, although we have members of PA who are with us today to answer any questions that we may have. So straight into the agenda proper, which is the first item on the agenda item 5, is the consultation response on the local government reform and our response to the One Somerset proposal. Members may be thinking, why does it only mention One Somerset? Well, the government specifically asked us to make comment on the One Somerset bid as part of the consultation, and equally the county council have been asked to make comment on the Stronger Somerset bid. So hence the reason for it being in this format today. So without further ado, I'll hand over to the Chief Executive.
Thank you, Leader.
members, you'll be having a report and a presentation at full council later on. So I'll really keep my introduction to this report very brief, and Luke and the team are here to answer any questions on the PA report. There are effectively two parts to this report. One is a response to the questions specifically set by the Secretary of State responding, and the reason why they're in the terms that they are is because the Secretary of State has asked us to comment on the County Council's proposal. So this is not about our own proposals and the merits of those. That case is in, and we're not being asked to comment on that. We are specifically being asked to comment on the County Council's proposals. And as you can see from the report, it follows the three areas of questions that the Secretary of State wants us to answer. So it is about efficiency in the services. It's about whether it has local support, and thirdly, the questions as to whether the geography is right. I won't go into the detail of the report because you will have had an opportunity to read that and understand it. So in essence, and at the very highest level, the issues that we're putting before the Secretary of State is, I think, really the lack of ambition on the part of the County Council's proposals, that they don't look to do transformation or change and improve the services. It's really a proposal that there are greater efficiencies and cost savings to be obtained by putting all the councils together, and most of the savings and the improvements are from transitional costs of bringing those authorities together. And really what we're saying is that it should go beyond that, because if we're going to have local government transformation, if we're going to have a change to local government structures, we should move beyond merely shunting the councils together and look to how we can improve those services. Obviously, it does highlight that there are some services in the county council that have been underperforming for some time. This is not a criticism of staff or anybody else in terms of that, but it does recognise that there is some improvement that needs to be made in some of those services, and just highlights the fact that actually the proposals themselves from the county council don't say how they're going to address that specifically and what changes they're going to make through local government reorganisation that would assist in transforming and improving those services. It merely states that the fact that you bring all the councils together will just lead to an improvement without stating what that is. And that's in contrast to our own case, where we've got some independent advice to assist us in that. So PA and our independent advisors, so those on children and adult services, have assisted us in this response. We're happy to take any questions, but really the presentation will be at full council in terms of the PA report, and will be an opportunity for members more widely to take any questions and to make any representations there. Lastly, just to clarify, the PA response was commissioned by all of us, all the districts, similar to the response that was commissioned and obtained through the County Council network and by the County Council by PwC. PA are an extremely credible and large consultancy firm that provides transformation advice and financial advice both to the Treasury and to central government and local government on a national basis. And so their experts are key to shaping some of the proposals that we've made. So I'm happy to take any questions on this particular matter, as is Mr. Muir.
Yeah, and I'll just reiterate, there are two recommendations before us today. It is to move this and recommend it to council, and just to reiterate what the Chief Executive has said, the full debate and decision will be for full council to make this afternoon. On that basis, I'll just go to Luke or Claire just to ask them if there's anything they wish to say at this stage.
Thanks, Councillor McGinty. Thanks, Bob Brown. Happy to go straight to questions and spend the time as people on the areas that people would like to.
Thank you. In that case, Councillor Healy.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. And I was just going to reiterate what the Chief Executive said, and what you've just said as well, Leader, is the fact I think they're very wise words about let's go to full council, let's listen to the debate. Otherwise, we're predetermining something. I don't think that's wise. So I just like to agree with the Chief Executive. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other member of council here present who wishes to say anything? I can. Councillor Slocum.
Thank you, Leader. I think we can see it very clearly in the report. I think the response has been excellent. I would like to move the or second moving of the recommendations, please, to go to full council.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak or ask any questions at this stage? No. In that case, I'll ask if there are any dissenting voices or abstentions at this stage to the recommendations. Mr. Melchiorish.
Thank you very much, Leader and members. So agenda item 5, the local government consultation response. That's to approve the response and then to invite full council to endorse the submission of the consultation, and that will be at the meeting that's taking place this afternoon at 2:30. Thank you very much, and that was a unanimous decision.
Thank you. We'll now go on to agenda item 6, which is local referendum on the future of local government in Somerset. And I just have a few words as soon as I can find them. In light of the Secretary of State's letter received on the evening of the 12th of April and the specific and detailed legal issues raised therein, it is necessary to obtain further legal advice by means of leading counsel opinion to ensure members have full and thorough legal advice when reaching their decision on such a significant issue. Therefore, in relation to the proposed executive decision to hold a local referendum on the proposals for local government reorganisation in Somerset, this item, if it meets with agreement, will be deferred and the meeting adjourned to a future date to consider the matter further with the benefit of that specific legal advice. Are members happy with that?
Aye.
So moved. So moved.
Yeah, happy to support.
Are there any dissenters or abstentions? In that case, Mr. Melchiorish.
Yes, thank you very much, Leader, members. So the item agenda 6 is thereby, or the meeting is, will be adjourned and that matter moved to another date to be notified, and we'll keep you informed as to when that date, the date of that meeting will be called.
Thank you. Chief Executive, anything you wish to say?
Leader, only to say that as soon as we have the relevant advice provided to us, we will seek to hold back meetings.
Right, thank you. In that case, members, we have just voted to adjourn the meeting to a later date when we have specific advice before us. In that case, I thank you for your attendance this morning and look forward to seeing you this afternoon. Meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.